Welcome. You're listening to Under the Radar, brought to you by Fixed Frequency. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we are here to just play you some random, awesome underground music. Some from Saskatchewan, some from Alberta. You know, it just depends. You know, it's all underground. It's all Canadian. Well, most of it anyway.
I roll out of bed. Yeah, I'm a fucking mess. And it must have been that I was out till 4 a.m. No, I didn't have a plan. Yeah, I'm just not that kind of man. I'm in my bed. Now I got lioness. I keep thinking to myself, there ain't no easy way out. And that's what life is all about. Owning up to your mistakes. If foolishness or stupid man decides to make, I guess he can. I'm in my bed. Now I got lioness. I keep thinking to myself, there ain't no easy way out. That's what life is all about. Own it up to your mistakes. If foolishness is stupid man decides to make, I guess he can. Fuck it all up again. Take it in a different direction. And it's all in your head. And I can't plan it.
I listen to your music, reminisce, makes me nostalgic, makes me miss you.
My bad music?
Did I say bad? I said your music.
No, I said bad. My
Oh.
music is not great.
It's not great, but yeah, Christmas album obviously was on a loop for
Yeah.
the holidays that we had.
Good. I'm glad.
I
Hope you
couldn't
Spotified that and made us 25 cents.
really. If I listened to it 1,000 times, or
If you listen to our music on Spotify, somehow, some way, we make money.
really,
But in the last 5 years that I've been kind of putting music out, I'll be honest with you, I've made a whole $30.
it's more than I thought you would have. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's good. You're making money, man.
No, not really.
Your debt
Considering
right
it
now is like that $30 puts a dent in there. Man.
Oh,
That's-
it puts a
that's
dent in
case
there,
of
but I mean,
beer.
when you pay $80
Yeah,
to put an
fuck.
album out,
Yeah, fuck, man.
yeah,
It's a passion project.
it is. I make no money doing it. I just put out bands that I like, and if I make money on it, like, cool. And I straight up tell the bands that I do sign, I'm just like, yo, if I make some money off of this, like, once I get past 80, you get paid. But I mean, it never works out that way because I don't really.
You're actually making millions and just pocketing.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
living
totally, man,
modestly.
totally.
Fucking good cover, bro.
Oh yeah, you know, this huge mansion that I live in with these, you know, amazing pieces of furniture that aren't wrecked. And the shingling that desperately needs to be done on my
I
house.
thought you were talking about my dick.
No. Unless
That got shingled.
unless you want to fucking slap your dick on the roof of my house and somehow that reshingles it,
If you don't write a song called Kane's Dick Shingles,
you're gonna be disappointed.
Shingle All the Way, about Kane getting
New Christmas album.
Kane getting shingles on his dick near Christmas time. 'Cause that is true. Wow, I already wrote a song for your.
I can hear it
concept
now.
one.
Yeah.
Want any joint puff? I'll pack you a bowl, man. Give me the ashtray. Or you can have a puff on the joint. I just
It doesn't
don't want
matter.
you to die.
I'll puffle on the joint.
I could pack you one, whatever.
It's good. Maybe this time I won't cough so hard. I don't know what it is. Every time I puff on a joint, I just cough
I don't
like
put
a
a filter in mine either. I run mine old school.
Yeah, I'm not used to the filters.
Yeah, don't like a lot of material possessions, except for all my material possessions. So. Just when
Okay, that time was better. I don't know what happened the first time, but I coughed my balls off. That sucked. It just that's
Could
what
have been
happens.
a stem.
That's what happens when I smoke joints. I just get all fucked up. Like I cough. So I tend to just smoke like a bowl where I can control how much I'm kind of getting.
It's probably because you exhale. You want to inhale and just let it dissolve.
Just
in your
swallow
lungs.
it.
I remember now that I started smoking again, my asthma's been. We never bothered it, but now I'm like waking up, but that's probably just because I'm getting right back in the routine. But
Right back into her
I don't
hardcore.
smoke too much, like a couple bowls a night, and
Oh yeah.
there's been like 2 occasions I chain smoke joints, smoked like a quarter, but that's just
See, like I usually leave the weed smoking during the day alone.
yeah.
And I just kind of use it as a treat at night. Like, you know, kids are in bed, sweet, gonna smoke a fucking bowl and get to bed. And then, I don't know, like on days off, like, you know, when they're not here, it's just like, okay, cool, whatever. Maybe I can, you know, smoke a bowl and chill out, and watch some TV and just laze around. But I find that if I have something I want to do,
Yeah,
I
don't
want to.
plans.
Yeah,
Even like going to the grocery store, something simple.
it just doesn't work
wanna
for
know?
me. Yeah, sure.
I never lost my self-control. A bit of Jamie stole my soul. Waterboarded in a wild and dry. Now I'm sleeping in the street. On the curb, can't cut my feet. Feeling cake from my body. Something from Tupelo gets six. Two of the bumbo number 6. Something from Tupelo gets six. Bumbo number 6. A little bit of Tito by myself. A little bit of Hendrick all alone. A little bit of Evan till I'm too smashed to drive home. I kissed the function at 14. At the 700 I was free. I'm an A1 atrocity. Starts up, can't wait. I drank a yesterday. I got you rocking it. good. This, take a shot. Help my darkness. What's the problem? All along. The problem was the walls are too strong. Say goodbye to mental doors. Open them up. A lot of closed doors. Till everything's right true. This is a letter to you.
No, but I can't like smoke weed and be productive.
I don't
unless
drive.
I'm-
I don't drive, and since that became a thing, and a month before it became legal, like I was just like annoyingly. I mean, it's safe at the end of the day, but like I'm one of those believers that doesn't impair you too much. I mean, if you're 16 years old, don't smoke a lot of pot,
Yeah.
and you have a puff, don't.
It's no
drive.
it's no driving drunk.
But if you're
it's,
like a chronic, like 4 hours later, you're good.
Yeah.
Like even 2 hours late, an hour.
Like
But-
it's nowhere near driving drunk. Like driving drunk is terrible. But I mean, driving stoned depends on who you are. Because I mean, I know people that
So-
drive better, and I know people that just shouldn't be behind the wheel.
Sober.
Yeah, let alone like with a fucking puff of weed in them. Like
Yeah.
some people. Everybody's different. So like some people can't do it, some people can. But it's legal, so don't. Just fucking walk. Or like bus it or taxi the cocksucker. Like, is it really worth losing your license over because you just like couldn't deal with not smoking weed?
Yeah, like
I don't
that.
know.
I would be so embarrassed if I got a DUI from
Right?
pot.
Like imagine the first guy that
Dude,
got
that's why I didn't. That was like someone else in a Cinnaboy has to get a fucking pot, Dewey. So like, I'm not the first one
Yeah.
because everyone's gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Kane, oh."
I agree with you. I'm not going to be the first guy that goes down for smoking while driving.
No,
Fuck that.
second's fine.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But
Whatever.
For someone did get busted in.
I think it was Weyburn.
Yeah, and like it was like big news. It was like someone found.
Yeah, because that's why I was like, first time, fucker.
If it's like a pothead in their 40s, I feel bad. But if it's, I mean, if
Like dumbass 16, 17-year-old kid that like should have just fucking not done it in the first place, kind of thing.
like I didn't get my license until a month before I turned 18 because I'm a fuck up, and yeah,
It happens.
and then like by that point I was already daily smoker for like 2
Yeah.
years, so I did drive, and maybe I shouldn't have. Like there were some instances, like the time I high centered in a ditch trying
Yeah.
to U-turn in like a smoke spot in the middle of a field, and like a road going in the field, and then I high centered, almost set the farmer's field on fire, and like plus 40 in August with a bong in my fucking. I don't think I had even smoked then. I just not good at U-turns.
Yeah. I remember one time like, and this wasn't even like, I wasn't even drunk or stoned. I was just like an innocent teenager driving my truck around. And I don't know what the hell happened. And like, I even took it to the shop after and been like, yo, I think my steering rod or like fucking tie rod or something just fucking broke. Like, something's fucked. And like, cause I'm driving down the road and all of a sudden out of freaking nowhere, just turn hard fucking left.
Yeah.
And my truck just about flipped and I just went straight into the ditch and my fucking, like, just right in there. Dead stop. Just about busted my face on the dash.
Yeah, no airbags and shit.
No, like, I had my seatbelt on, but I mean, like, I was like, what the shit? And, like, I'm in the middle of nowhere, right? I'm in Willow Bunch, but I'm, like, on a back road. And, like, no one saw this, thank God.
Yeah, where it's, like, stuff that, like, it's just embarrassing.
Yeah. And, I mean, like, I mean, I look around, no one's around. I'm like, what the shit was that? Mm-hmm. Back the truck up, it comes out easily. No damage done except some dirt in the bumper, right? Mm-hmm. And so I like, you know, I'm looking around the bottom of the truck. I'm no mechanic, but like something come loose. Mm-hmm. And I start driving again, just real super slow. And I'm turning my wheel. I'm like, what the shit? It's like something just let go and my wheel just cranked.
Yeah.
And I just went right into the ditch. And I'm lucky I was only going like 20K, maybe 30. And it just went right into the ditch. Like, yeah, never had it. I don't know.
It just did.
There was nothing wrong with my truck.
You entered the Twilight Zone.
Right? Like, there was nothing wrong with my truck at all. I took it to the shop, I think Brenner's at the time in Willow Bunch. Mm. And he, like, took a look at it. He's like, no, your tie rods are fine. Your steering pin's fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong here. It's just my truck just decided to try and fucking kill me one day. Mm. And I never had a problem on the highway ever again. I never had nothing, you know. I got a whole bunch of people to take a look at this because I was terrified.
A transformer.
Right?
Heard you talking shit. You're like, this old truck. And I was like, you rough scallion, you call in and tried to murder you.
Yeah, I drove like an 86 Chev short box. Had a nice light bar that never worked. It was just for show.
Still cool, man.
Yeah.
Rolling up to Cinnaboy Composite High School. Oof.
Oh, fuck that high school. I went to Willow Bunch.
Oh, really?
I went to Willow Bunch School, man. I thought you went to
high school here, man.
I went to high school in Assiniboia for like a year in grade 8, and then for like 2 months in grade 9.
School. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So when I got to high school, I hated that school.
I miss the way that our integrity kissing an angel. I'd rather burn in hell. Lip gloss tastes like cherry. The one down the road like cyanide. I won't waste any time now. I'm on the calculator. Poison arrows for this heart now. So, cut away all the times we have had. Cut the veins attached to my heart. Break away from love and sticky notes, 'cause I won't stay 1 second more. Speak up for my darling. Beauty's lost its sparkle. Love lost and love lost and love lost. Speak up for my darling. Beauty's lost its sparkle. Love lost and love lost and love lost. If this is love at first sight, let's hide behind the flames. Tender touch on my back now. While laughing, I'm your doctor. Cut away all the times we have had. Cut the veins attached to my heart. Break away from love and sticky notes, 'cause I won't stay 1 second more. Speak up for my darling. Beauty's lost its sparkle. Love lost and love lost and love lost. Speak up for my darling. Beauty's lost its sparkle. Love lost and love lost and love lost. Right down in the chest. Life in my bed. What's down on the wall? I know. Speak up for my darling. Beauty's lost its sparkle. Love lost and love lost and love lost. Speak up for my darling. Beauty's lost its sparkle. Love lost and love lost and love lost.
I hated the teachers in that school.
I hate the way it shit
I hated
the
the-
fucking square.
Yeah, I hated the kids in that school. I hated everything about that school. They were trying way too hard to be like a big city school and just like be relevant.
Oh,
it's
and
like you're a Cinnaboya.
have spirit
Like
and-
know your goddamn place as Cinnaboya, and it just tried way too hard to be like a huge city school, and it pissed me off. So I went back to Willowbunch, where people actually gave a shit about you.
All 40 people.
Yeah, right. I graduated in a class with 8 kids, and I should have got a wicked good education, but I just didn't give a shit. I was a dumbass little kid that didn't care about my education.
For some reason you know a little French.
Well, I mean, you're from Willowbunch. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to talk to you in French, and you're going to learn a few French words.
Comme ça.
Plus, grade 1 and 2 were kind of taught by nuns, so...
Really?
Oh, yeah, that
Did
sucked.
you get a paddling?
I got like a, what do you call it, like a meter sticking, I guess, a couple of times over the knuckle.
How am I supposed to feel? I thought we had an agreement, and really not. I believed it, 'cause always read, ignore your demons. The world is full of victims, prey, disappointment, and it betrayed you. And you wanted out. Yeah, you got out. It's a band, it's a ball. You saw something to live for. I saw more than hands with splinters from sticks. It made me sick.
should talk about a little music for like 5 more minutes
Dude,
and
we
then
talked about so much SNFU today.
Punk rock!
Man.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I've been listening to a lot of, back to, like, your music, man. I noticed the Dollar Draft song isn't on YouTube. Is it not on YouTube anymore?
No.
Do you have it on another? I know you're like still working on it.
We're
There's not
working
even a guitar
on it.
track.
Yeah, well, we're working on it still. We're trying to put it on the new album. And obviously, as you know, our band is a little bit troubled right now because...
They're on a hiatus.
Yeah. Well, what happened is Ben moved. Like, what, 6-8 hours away?
Yeah.
Something like that?
No, 5.
5.
Not even.
Okay. So, he moved. And Shay's got this job that's like super busy, and he's just, I don't know, not that interested in playing that much right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm left here alone trying to pick up the pieces with like the recordings. So I built a little bit of a demo album, and next time we all get together, we're going to try and hash some of these out. Mm-hmm. And we're going to see what happens. So far there's
I'm stoked.
So far, there's 10 or 11 songs. Some of them don't. I'd say we only need to re-record about, like, maybe, like, 6 to 8 of them. And that's about it. But, yeah, that's still a lot of songs. So
I'm excited. It's been in the works for...
Yeah. If all else fails, we'll just put it out as it is.
Would you start something else?
Yep.
With someone else?
Yeah, probably.
Nudge, nudge. Dude, I've been...
Yeah, I'd fuck around with some guitar and drums and stuff. Yeah.
I've been playing... I just wanted to be a rock star so bad when I was a kid.
Hey!
And,
guess who's home? Hello, Marlene.
I'm moving back in. And I want my old room. We're getting bunk beds.
Yeah.
And we're live. Well, not live. We're recording.
You went shopping, did you? Oh, nice. We're doing the radio show, Marlene. Come on in, Marlene.
Go to hell.
I smoke weed again.
Yeah, Kane smokes weed again.
Holy Kane.
I know, I'm bad. Your hair is getting longer. It looks different.
Yeah, so's yours.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm hoping we got her on the show for just a little bit tonight.
Dude, yeah, we've been talking about it forever.
Come in here.
Because I have stuff to tell you.
Get your balls in here.
I don't have I have tits that have
Ooh.
some... Here, lick.
Got some tartar sauce on your boobies?
I did, actually. No, on my shirt.
I'm being, like, reverse cuckolded right now. Where it's like, no, dude, you can't come fuck my girl while I watch. I'm gonna fuck my girl while you sit here and watch and re-recorded audio.
I made $2 in tips.
$2 in tips? She made $2 in tips, Kane.
What are you gonna do with all that?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll have to put them...
Way more than $2.
We might have to put them in our bum bum.
They're not even 5-cent candies anymore, so you gotta, like... They're like 10-cent candies, so that's 20 of them.
What didn't kill me, left me calling out. Live this life, we ideas out. Between with now, I just desensitized. Confidence now lost in comfort of familiar habits. I know it's destructive, but I can't get past this barricade. Not put up inside too hard. I've got to put shooting stars. A little sleight of hand, a little contraband. There's crackers on the bumper bar, there's blood on the glass. Picked up a problem and we're gonna lose it fast. This is the first day on earth, but it could be the last. And I've got 5,000 cigarettes in the back of the car. We gotta move them now, we won't get far. We're sleeping on the dirt with the shooting stars. A little sleight of hand, a little contraband and desert sand. And I've got 5,000 cigarettes in the back of the car. We're gonna move them now, we won't get far. We're sleeping on the dirt with the shooting stars. A little sleight of hand, a little contraband. I've got 5,000 cigarettes in the back of the car. We're gonna move them now, we won't get far. We're sleeping on the dirt with the shooting stars. A little sleight of hand, a little contraband. I've got 5,000 cigarettes in the back of the car. We're gonna move them now, we won't get far. We're sleeping on the dirt with the shooting stars. Some people